my name is Leanie Lambrink for 30 Purple Minutes on Fanshaw's 106.9 The X. For this week's campus question, we're asking students about the thigh gap. The thigh gap is a bit of an online phenomenon being discussed very widely on Tumblr. But what is the thigh gap, and should anyone be trying to achieve it? Let's find out. What is the thigh gap?
The thigh gap is when girls stand and their thighs don't touch.
Most people think it's when your knees touch, if there's a gap between your thighs at the top.
What is a thigh gap?
Wow. Did not see that coming.
The thigh gap. Do you have any idea what the thigh gap is?
The thigh gap is a unachievable fitness goal.
I don't know.
It's like the gap between your...
This gap right here?
Yeah.
It's the gap the ladies have between their thighs that is considered attractive, I guess.
And why do you think some people are trying to achieve the thigh gap?
Because of how the media portrays the ideal body of a woman.
I guess they think that it's a surefire sign that you're skinny.
And why do you think some people are trying to achieve this?
Because I think it's what's in and fashionable, and I think it makes them pretty.
Because the media sets out an image and puts out this image that people, and women specifically, should, I guess, strive to become.
It's probably because when your thighs are together, they get shaved a little bit. So, it's probably more comfortable if you have the thigh gap. But you don't want too wide of a thigh gap because that would just look kind of awkward.
Would you say it's like a good thing to try and achieve, or would you think it's a bad thing?
Oh no, it goes against your basic biology. I think it's definitely negative because I don't even think it has to do with if you're skinny or not. It's all based on your hip structure.
And what kind of advice would you have for women who are trying to achieve the thigh gap then?
I think it's important for them not to be influenced by outside, not just because someone would tell them to do this or that's the expectation they would do it. I think it's important for them if they think that they have a healthy weight, they have a healthy body. That's the most important thing.
It's your life, I guess. I don't know. If you want to do it, do it.
If you think you're generally healthy as is, like don't be working towards a thigh gap because a lot of people can't even get that. Like it's just how your body's built.
I would just tell them to try and maintain a healthy weight and not worry about things like that because that's I think going over the top. Just trying to be healthy is all that's important.
Don't prioritize your health over it. I think your health is way more important than thigh gap.
Don't let society influence you. Just be who you are.
What would you want to tell a woman who's going through those unhealthy lengths to achieve the thigh gap? What would you want to say to her?
You're beautiful the way you are. Don't change unless you have to. And just take a good look at yourself in the mirror and see what other people see instead of what you see in yourself. Spend a couple minutes every morning and just kind of look at the way you look and appreciate it because you were made that way and that's the way you've grown. And you don't have to look like anything else. You just have to look like yourself.
If you search for the thigh gap on Tumblr, the website generates a PSA-style help page asking you if you're okay and offering you a number to call in case you're struggling with an eating disorder. For 30 Purple Minutes, I'm Leanie Lambrink.